Once it goes live here, I'll post an announcement. Oop, they should really not be live on that screen. The fantasy points one. Alright, that looks okay. I now need Alrighty. I don't have music. Oh well. Hey Nally, how you doing? Hopefully I can figure out a way to have this so that it doesn't get totally squeezed out by everything else. Excellent, I can... Hey, tits. Can you guys hear me alright? Let me know. It's a bit of a different setup, so I'm totally sure how it's all working. Yeah, you can hear me? Alright, that's good stuff. Haven't managed to grab a guest for this week because had a lot of issues, so not enough time to figure out who to get. But you're all my guests. Is oh, there it is. That's I think. So I'm assuming I can wait until that view account gets lit. Although I don't know how many I'm expecting to watch, probably 20 or 30. 15 or 20. I don't know. Should I go through the whole 15 runs for week 2 or just do top 10? I was going to I'll do that midstream. It'll be some midstream top production quality setup. Well, I bet you're number 12, aren't you, Cookies? I go and check right now, are you going to be number 12? Hey, Torox. Definitely not. I'll move on from this screen once, like, well, okay, next time the viewer count updates, I guess. I don't know what I'm expecting for week 2. I assume the interest will be lower than week 1, but I would still expect some. How did you guys fare with week 2? I mean, obviously I know where you placed, but how did you actually find the map? Got 15 minutes. That's a solid time, Torox. The map was good, dude. It was really fucking well done. Oh, I could. Alrighty. Sorry about the keyboard spam. Honestly, fix that one. Alright. I presume we've got as many viewers as we're going to get. It still says 9, so probably it's only going to be 9. But, 7 minutes, yeah, fuck it. Ah, yes, there was the EU stream as well this time. How did that go? I haven't managed to watch it. Oh, you see 19? Alright. I'll count that. I'll count that as a fantastic. So we'll move on. I mean, obviously we know the standings this week. Snippsku is still out in front because of his win in week 1 and good placement in week 2, but Kris coming out with the really nice run, and I'll just run through those runs again in case anyone hasn't seen them. But firstly, just obviously, thanks to our donators who have managed to bring us up to $2,000 at this point, which is, I say it every week, it's fucking insane, dude. Be prepared. Okay, I'm gonna be so sick of saying that, but it is fucking insane. Top 3 runs. Thanks. We're gonna do top 15 because I get the feeling that you guys are mostly biased towards starting with your own runs. Where did you happen to place, Spinach? Did you just happen to be, just coincidentally in, number 8? Yeah, look, I thought maybe that was the case, I'm just gonna start us off with good old number 15 here, which hasn't started playing because great things have happened to this. 1 second. Okay. All right, we're good. Whatever Alpha's is, I think Alpha even. Oh no, he did. I'll check in a moment. We can't watch that though. I don't have it prepared. This is Lynx. It was number 15. Top 20 were, well, number 16 to 20 was a real dip in quality from number 15. So we decided to just cut it off here. I think number 20 was in the region of 2 minutes and 10 or something like that. Number 17 was, I think, the lowest placement that was below 2 minutes. You feel attacked? Were you, somewhere between number 16 and number 20, Starly? Sorry, buddy. Obviously, Lynx, you know, did pretty well. I don't know who he is, but I figure he's, you know, not someone that most people really expected to be in the top 15 at any point, but yeah, did well. I'm gonna move on now to number 14, which was Mixanik. We got the country wrong apparently, but no idea where he's actually from. But you know, he managed to pull off a decent run, regardless of not being from the correct country. Russia being, you know, of course, the only country that you're allowed to be from. Estonian. Ah, okay. Yeah. I think, I don't remember who it was, but someone just said, hey, it's fine. And, apparently that's wrong. I'll have to be a little more careful about that in the future. Everyone's, location's correct. Obviously, I'm not gonna, well, I mean, not obviously, I guess, but I'm not gonna comment too much on these first few runs. I mean, you've mostly already seen them before, but worth a good watch. They're all very different. We don't see many people. I mean, these bottom two haven't even dipped the like done the 64 up the box or anything. Move on to number 13, which is Pez. So the bottom two had quite slow routes. I think Lynx had to, he lost speed somewhere and had to do 360s to build it up again. But I think at some point we'll see runs that are starting to get quite optimized towards the 8, 7 or 8 range. But the real jump in quality a few times throughout the leaderboards. Pez was a nice route through that room. I'm still so conflicted over this whole room. Some people used the vents, some people didn't. And honestly, there's been a bit of debate over whether or not the vents are even faster. It's hard to say. Really hard to say, and I'd like to test it for myself, because to me it looks so obvious that the vents should be faster, but then you watch it and you're not 100% on that one. As with the big fail, Pez is a big fail. Really, buddy? Jeez. Cookies up next, number 12. Decent. He's in chat. Asking for number 12. Decent attempt, buddy. Yeah, Pez, I think his run would have been around 108 as well. When I was watching. Which, yeah, it wouldn't have been top 3 or anything, but he was in for a decent run at least. Top 10. I have no idea if the vents were really going to be a shortcut or not. They end up taking a bit of a weird route around that room. I wasn't really looking forward to people using the vents as much as the rest of you guys were, so, well, as much as Unity and Roger were, so I wasn't super disappointed to see that not many people used them. Good run from Cookies. I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm kind of falling behind on the commentary here. I'm slept. Coronom, another 111. I honestly wasn't really expecting to see Coronom in top, top placings that often, and I don't know if he will be more than just this week. But it's good to see him here at least once. Very, very nice route. We had a lot of ideas with that rock that he used there, but really, really hard to figure out if you could use it for proper feed. Great route through the room there, but then I think this room doesn't really match it quality. Other than that, great speed carrying through this. I somehow run a Twitch ad. Sorry, buddy, you should just be using an ad blocker on my channel. Not my fault. Oh, shit. Yes. Number 10. Number 10 already, dude. Satan. Got a bit of a lag there, but, Pronounce it Satan or just Satan? All in the chat. Because, like, for the first time, just 2 days ago or something, no, it was like last week, I heard people pronouncing it as Satan. And I was like, but his name was just Satan, and it was like a joke because it's close to Satan. I don't think he actually just pronounces it. Yeah, just call it how it's spelt, dude. Pronounce it the way that it's meant to be pronounced. Obviously. Just pronounce it right. Oh. There's a booster? Yeah, the fan? Yeah. You weren't aware of the fan? Missed the AU stream? Yeah, there was a fan there. A lot of debate over how fast it was. Getting to move on to the next run. And a lot of people just didn't use it. Moving on to Lemon. I think we ended up watching his run on the AU stream. Because despite the fact that he got skipped initially, I think we did go back. Yeah, it might be slower. It's really, really tough. And once this map comes out, I'm game banana. I don't know what the fuck was up with this route. Lemon's route there was just strange, but we do see the vents at least, which is very nice. Howdy doodly, Roger. You can feel free to hop into the voice channel if you want, Roger. Or Orcs if you want. I don't mind. I meant to try and find someone to join me, but I couldn't in the end time, so had way too many difficulties. If you want to be on stream, you are welcome. In Burgerland. And that was number 9, Lemon. I'm on top of this, guys. Spinach Bagel at number 8. Got a lot of Americans. Top 10. Good to see you guys getting represented, Not just Aimer for you guys. Especially since we claimed him. You guys were really running low on talent there for a while. What was that? Who's competing? Yes. But AIM has been... It feels like AIM has been the only good American player. Oh, yes, I see why that is. 1 second. I'll fix that. Now they should hear. Sorry about that, fellas. I was talking to orcs.
Right, but will I be able to hear you without hearing myself?
Can you hear me in Discord? Oh, no, you can't.
The answer is no.
If I press this button, can you hear me in
Discord?
Discord?
I'm just listening to... It's great.
Can Can you hear me in Discord when I this?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, fantastic. I'll just use it. I'll just set it to like text or something. Yeah.
Yeah, this map really has impressed me.
I think we might have watched Spinach's run twice. I'm not sure. I was a bit distracted.
Me too. Whatever.
No,
We'll
I
just,
didn't catch
go
it,
through
so you guys didn't catch it either, right? Or are we skipping?
Nah. Let it play.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, with this style of map, I feel like he stuffed so much into it,
Yeah,
and
there
in
are
a way
so
that
many
I
things.
probably never would myself. But it creates such a different playstyle, and I'm annoyed that I won't let myself do this kind of map because it's legitimately good for
Yeah,
basically everything.
muddz coming in hot.
It's not a name I actually ever heard of before.
Yeah, no, I mean he's pretty
I,
good,
I
and
heard you guys talk about it a bit, but that was it.
I have long been a supporter of muddz, telling people he's really fucking good, and then everyone's like, PX is better. Muddz is better than PX. Everyone can shut the fuck up. I believe in muddz.
Fair enough. Was he around when, oh god, this is years ago, but when I played on the Australian server for a bit?
Yeah, fuck PX. What?
Was he around when I played on the Australian server many years ago? I don't remember what the
Probably
fuck it was
not. I
called.
think he got his start in CSGO around the 2015, 16 region, maybe a little less.
Yeah, that might explain why I have never really heard of him before.
Yeah. So Purdy, my boy, coming through for me once again, catching them small points, but he's catching them points where he can.
Yeah, I mean, any point is points.
Exactly, man.
Even if you can't follow along for the, top 3, top 5 times. I think he's at
Exactly.
top 6, so it's really not that far off the big points.
Hole's a hole.
But I mean, that too.
Yeah.
But he really doesn't need to do much more than this, and then just staying consistently at it to legitimately be in the runnings for the money.
Yeah.
Like, not, the main prize, but he'd be up there.
And I think that's really good for Purdy and other people like who are maybe not as dedicated and don't have the kind of experience of someone like makmak or Kris or whatever. Oh, maybe not Kris, but makmak and shit like that, where they've been just playing for forever, dude. Unity and Aimer aren't playing in the comp, obviously,
Yeah.
but they would be good examples if they were. But it's good that people like Purdy and I mean Daniel managed to pull off a great result in week 1. Sure where he was this week if he got a completion.
Supposedly he did.
I reckon.
Let's see. I have the times just here. See what we find. Daniel, 32 at 4 minutes and almost 20 seconds. He's 0.07 before 420. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. And someone else, I think, finished their run like 0.5 before like some other similarly.
Well, there was a QWE at 0.5 after 420. So, 420.5.
Yeah. Kind of missed SK's run, but it was very good. Honestly, didn't expect him to hit quite such a good run, but yeah, I mean there he is, and it's really good to see
Everyone
him
says that.
up there
Yeah,
so much.
Everyone says that he just disappears for years and still stays good.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, has
he
stayed
really
true.
does.
That was a top 5 time.
Yeah.
On a highly technical map.
Yeah. And Newdun obviously was kind of expected to do pretty well. Definitely
Yeah,
someone that everyone had their eye on. Only managing top 4 though.
it is interesting comparatively to all the other. Also, the way that he just, took the key for the fan. How he did the quick turn there, lost a lot of speed, but
Yeah.
didn't do as much distance. It is
Appa,
interesting how comparatively to the further down times, these top times,
you get
even though
0.
their routes differ significantly, they still have roughly, within a couple of seconds of each other.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was interested to see that in the first week, but this week it's got some really,
It's
really
just so
different
much more of
rooms
it.
going on. I do like that. I mean, yeah, nobody seems to be able to make up their mind about like how to do each room. Every run does every room differently. So good. So happy with this map, honestly, dude.
Yeah. This is, for those of you listening, also one of the reasons that we want to be keeping routes on lockdown. We don't want you to be talking in between each other.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
not only will you maybe be getting, better times because you got a hint, you might also be getting worse times because you think something's faster when it's not. Because someone told you, oh, well, I tried all of these possibilities and it's just slower.
Yeah. Or someone, for instance, finds the fan skip and shares it around, and it turns out it's slower, because they just didn't think about it or something, So it didn't talk much about Snippsku's run, but honestly it was super smooth, super quick. All of these top 3 runs are so fucking good.
They really bloody are.
And we gave some proper commentary on the Australian stream, I think.
Yeah, there was
VODs.
a good amount of talk on it there. Also, I'm going to be a couple of seconds behind, so I'm not really going to be able to comment in the moment.
This whole stream setup's just scuffed. So.
Nah, it's fair, it's fair.
It is actually dead right now. Not even on my own computer. I had to set this up completely from scratch.
Wait, which computer are you on then?
My girlfriend's.
Come again?
My girlfriend's computer.
Fair enough.
Just fucking. Just had to. Had OBS installed and that's it. And it's like, alright, well, I'll set it up.
I mean, that's all you need.
Yeah, just OBS. Great run, Mac. Not quite managing top 1, but great run. Kris, my boy, coming through for me. He was messaging me before the end of the tournament, end of the week. He was like, should I be going for a sub 1? And I was like, oh man. I don't know.
But you.
Everyone just messages me, man.
Personally.
Asking me, should they go for
so,
faster? And it's like, well, I can't really tell you that one, buddy. You should go for the best time you can
what I do is I just tell them, no, you're on shit. You need to redo it. You get those jump cuts. just get a slightly better time. Come on, you can do it.
Nobody should ever be getting complacent because we've seen so many runs be beaten in the last few hours of the week. Even if you happen to be number 1, that 1 day left and you want to take a break, good chance your run's going to get fucking demolished.
What was it? Wednesday, Thursday, something this week? The muddz up until that had the record, something like that.
Those were the runs.
So we did a bit of a change to the standings. You will see in week 1 it says 15 plus 1 point. We changed that to be anything below top 15 doesn't get a point, but 14 and 15 both gets 1 point each. So you will see that things don't really reflect over. As Daniel said in chat earlier, he expected to have 22 points at current time, but he only has 21 because we made that cutoff.
And it does make the calculation of everything a whole lot simpler, and really 8 points at the end of the tournament probably isn't going to make the difference. If it does, I'm going to be fucking sad if the person who turns out to would have gotten, those points from completions in previous weeks, but I don't think it'll.
But we really shouldn't be telling people, hey, get a run. That's as good as getting a top 14 time when we're, highlighting the top 15 times. Like, we need to make a distinction. And for the people in this tournament, they really should all be trying to complete the maps with a good time, not just trying to complete it to get that 1 point that some of them probably will not think they will get above anyways. I could very easily see some people in this tournament not even aiming for the top times and just being like, okay, well, I'm happy with, maybe sitting out this week or maybe just getting a reasonable run and then just quitting and then, yeah, not really taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get the fucking top times. Come on, you can do it. And legitimately, if this week has shown us anything, it is that you are underestimating how lazy some people are.
Yeah.
You could probably get in there.
So for some live production quality scene creation on the spot. Try and bring up the total standings on stream, although most people got it from Eric probably. There were 100 completions week 1.
So the list that I have of actual completions for week 1 is at 99. But maybe just the list was not big enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there were in total before any eliminations and stuff. There was something like 118 or something, and I didn't think there were that many people qualified, but maybe there were. I don't know. Like including obviously mappers, staff.
Yeah, there's going to be a few of those.
Yeah.
Testers as well. Shit like that.
Not totally sure where that top few times. Oh, here we go. Am I right now? How you doing? Honestly, this print setup is throwing me so hard.
Oh no. I
What's
just
up?
went and saw Appa's time.
Oh.
4 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think you were gonna get 49th
Almost
with
a
that
second, but not quite.
one.
Yes, quite.
Yeah, buddy. What rank did you get? Well, if you're in the first 25
One thing that maybe we
times,
should have
then you
thought
have the
of,
luck of being able to figure out your time
if we were
before
able
I
to at
paste
least
in the next set.
match Steam IDs with their actual names. But
What was that?
that might be a bit too much work for what it's worth.
Oh, yeah, look, I have this stuff sorted on my computer. Much. Is oh shit, sorry, I forgot to really gotta turn it off. But yep, these are the total times. Sorry about some screen and whatever. But Yeah, as you can see, really these times dropped off pretty hard. Number 17 to number 18 gap is 30 seconds, you know. Number 15 to number 16 is 8 late, and then 5 for 14 to 15. We had some huge gaps, and they just came
So
really.
when do you think the change between someone just getting one run in and then, you know, someone going for meme times, where do you think that starts?
I feel like it's around the death grips is connecting or sneaks time. I feel like cool and everyone below just. If I had to guess.
Yeah, but this kind of also seems like people maybe ran
I
through
know
it
death
once
grips,
and then
and I could definitely believe that he could hit that time attempting to get a good one. No, you know, massive offense intended, but unfortunately, that's kind of how it came out. But
Jesus.
to be fair to him, he could also beat that, you know, given enough time. But he probably only did one finish of the map and just left it there, assuming the 1 point. Probably assuming he wasn't going to get into the main points. So
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate, but this is probably a good example of what you're talking about. Just getting complacent and being like, alright, well, I'll just get the one.
Right. So if we'll take a look at the left side of the times, we see a bit of a jump between Lynx at 15, Techno at 16, and then once again at 17 to 18, Alpha to Epic Panda. Like, it's freaking 120 to 130, and then 130 to 2 minutes. I feel like that's
And
the place where it comes from. Like, Alpha may be having a couple of, you know, hiccups during his run, but he wasn't able to land a better one during the week. And then Epic Panda's time being more of a more casual, like, I'm not gonna reset at any points, I'm just gonna go through the map
yeah,
kind of time.
and I mean, again, 25 to 26, Super Zero with the 2-minute 30 time, and then the next fastest was 3:22. I think that's probably around the difference between just a casual, decent completion and someone trying throughout the map, doing a lot of fails on.
Well, I think there's a bit of a difference there, because I think if we look at Cools, Santosha, why is Flo
Where are
even on
they?
the list here?
Oh, yeah.
Why is Flo on the list?
Why is Flo?
But yeah,
Whatever. I guess he's
he's
in
42.
Eric's script or whatever. I know about.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not in the script. But yeah, it's just, if we then look at Fury, Flabby, Real Soul, Pigeon, those don't look like meme times. They just look like they were going through the maps and, you know, taking a while. Maybe Pigeon went AFK or took a bath or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Went for some breakfast. I don't know. But yeah, it those are the times that I would expect to be looking at, you know, someone going through the map and kind of looking at all the things without checkpointing it and trying to
Yeah.
see how you would set it up. Because if you're looking at a time like 8 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't think that's long enough to really get a good feel of the map. Like, you might be able to get a rough feeling of the map, but then you would want to go through and checkpoint it afterwards.
Yeah, I think that's
But
a
then not
first.
why. Then why not land just, you know, a reasonable run in the 130 range? I feel like everyone in the tournament should be able to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going on to a tangent and getting a bit ranty.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is everyone's times. I presume everyone's spotted their run by now, and they're incredibly happy with how they managed. Gone with the 0.5 off of exactly 1 hour, and Upper 0.995 over the 4-hour 20-minute mark. Pigeon just managing to come in under 42 minutes. We got 2 attempts at 420, one being 0.553 off and one being only 0.68 off. Or 0.68, sorry. The X didn't even go
really
for
close.
the 420 despite being so close to it. Effort, honestly. And yeah, other than that, well, Flo managed to get almost exactly 20 minutes. Presume that one was
I don't
also
know if that's a
intentional.
meme time or not.
I don't know. So I'll move on to what I have for the fantasy league, fellas. But I don't have much. Luckily, I've got Orcs here who's rewritten my spreadsheet. But I've written out
that you don't?
In the definitely correct font, because I definitely have the correct font installed on this computer.
Perfect, perfect.
The overall standings at this point. So we're looking at Unity up at the top now with 144 points, and Orcs managing to keep it steady, 133.
I had a really disappointing week. I got 43 points, which is by far the lowest.
I'm now up in the positives, fellas. I'm catching up. I hope you two are worried, honestly. Because I had a fairly expensive start, and I've already made up 400 points.
Yeah, okay, so again, I got 43 points this week. You got 270.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking points.
I'm fucking in it to win it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I knew who my players were going to be. I mean, I didn't actually, because I didn't pick Dream or eskay, who I was so thinking about. I wish we could have done 7, but fortunately, the person who invented this, me, has unbreakable.
Perfect.
Yep. So Pim and Eric and both started off with minus 450, hugely expensive starts, and also both nearly positive. So both have had really good points. Roger minus 82, so he's coming, but you know he's had some sneaky picks. Aimer, totally sure what the hell Aimer picked or why he's still so low. I thought he picked decent ones.
So he was on makmak, Dream, Lemon, Tess, and Dim.
That sounds pretty good.
Dream and Dim didn't get any top 15. Tess only got 2 points this week.
The first week.
Yeah, Dream got a couple of points the first week, but like talking just for this week, where he got 98 points. Dim and Dream and Dim both 0.
I think Dim didn't even
2 points.
Finish the map.
Probably not.
We're getting like a what was it, number 4 time or something last week? So not even finishing. Honestly, Dim, I'm disappointed. That's not dedication.
I also heard one of my picks, unfortunately. My 150 with Angus is currently playing on a laptop instead of his home computer. When we talked about the rest week, which we should also be talking about a bit, but when we talked about the week of rests, he said, "Oh yeah, that'll give me more time to get back to my computer." Okay, sure.
Yeah, you might be.
That was a good pick.
You might also have been a bit handicapped with there because he's also split between a lot of things that can't be hot, as well as the fact that I think he has health issues, so he can't be up too much anyway.
That is unfortunate.
There's a good reason that he was the price that he was, though. So you got the money that you know. You got
hey, shit! At least I didn't pick Snooper.
Yeah, no, look, Unity is in the lead right now, but unfortunately, him getting a fat 0 pointer. Sorry, I just found out that I have a drink. Who knew?
You have what?
Yeah, Matmo is also going to get you 0 points. Should have picked muddz, dude.
God.
Muddz top. You're going to go for an Australian team. It's got to be like.
Right, but I
makmak
had to pick Nishi. I had to pick Nishi.
I don't know why you picked Nishi. Didn't Aimer pick Nishi as well?
I think he might have.
Like,
No,
what the
didn't.
fuck are these
At least
picks?
not in this variation.
Alright.
But yeah, Nishi just is one of the old guys. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, but he doesn't take this game seriously.
Let me think of the golden days.
Back when Nishi was good.
Back when I wasn't washed myself.
You're so washed up that you can't even figure out who's washed up. And so you picked Nishi. That's pretty washed up, dude. Well, I think despite Unity's loss of a player there, I think his other four are pretty good.
I mean, obviously they're performing fairly
Yeah.
well, aren't they? Wait, are they?
Well, he started
Okay,
on
so
what, minus 100.
Seems like okay. So if we're talking Unity, he started at minus 50.
Okay.
Yeah. Last week he got 72. This week he got 122. And that's mostly off of makmak and eskay. The
Yeah.
others have been kind of zeros.
Hopefully
Coronom got 5 this week, but
pull through again. Hoping makmak will pull through for me again.
yeah,
And
I'm hoping
Rogers
for
also
the
hoping the
Newdun
same.
upset.
I feel like everyone can pick. I mean, no, there's a few people who picked Newdun though. Like Red, it was like Pim and
I
someone
picked
else.
Newdun.
You and Pim, maybe?
I'm on Team French.
Yeah? I had zero faith in you, honestly. Even before I knew how many jumps makmak took off him in Space Jam or whatever. Yeah. Even before I knew any of that. Zero faith.
Fucking toxic. No, but he's been performing well enough. He's basically
Yeah, no,
got back his cost
he's
at this
doing
point.
well. And I mean, I think we had Ethan, I think, at same price as Newdun and makmak, and he's not really living up to that, so probably lucky for anyone who didn't pick him.
Honestly, at the end of this, I'm probably going to set up a couple of spreadsheets and just be like, okay, so if I picked
Yeah,
all
well,
the minus 150, what would that have netted me?
well,
What
yeah. I
if I
mean, I've
picked,
got
yeah, stuff like that.
I've got a graph of distance to win, sort of, for each player.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, you know, at some point I'll send that to you. Honestly, I'll get you to take that spreadsheet too.
Right, but I'm not much of a graph guy. I like my numbers.
Right. Was Snippsku? He was plus 50. No, minus 50. He was a 50 cost. He should have been 150 apparently, but we just, you know, for the tournament weren't really as sure of his ability.
Who was
as
it? Someone
he's
had inside
proven.
information on him.
Yeah. The people
Was
that
that Pim?
informed me on
It
Snippsku's
was
ability.
Pim or Eric that was like
Well,
really high on him.
yeah. Did I pick Snippsku? I think I did, right?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I knew he was fucking good, but I didn't actually think he would be that good. So I'm very pleased with that one.
Well, he's in the lead.
Yeah. Speaking of, I can go back to that now. I think it's this. Yep. So Snippsku's, yeah, in the lead with 164 points total. So already, even if he did cost 150, he would have made that up. Makmak has just about made up his whole cost. Newdun also getting close. Yeah.
Jesus, don't throw your mouse at it. The fuck?
That was not, that was unrelated.
Okay, so what did you throw at it instead then?
I didn't throw anything. It was unrelated. Mostly unrelated, anyway. It wasn't me, and it wasn't thrown. It was just dropped while someone got up to go shut the door. Anyway. So yeah, no, and Kris, I think, was also a 150 cost. He's,
yeah.
Obviously he underperformed in the first week. I don't think he was terribly happy with that one, but he didn't like the map much. Definitely pulled through in this map, and I don't expect him to enjoy week 3 very much.
Yeah.
I think there's more maps for him. He's like a lot of these guys, they're gonna have a few maps each. I can't imagine there's anyone who's gonna get like 1 or 2 maps that they're only good at. But we'll see. I don't know why the fuck Dim didn't even show up, but there he is. It's just 4th, week 1. Ah, fuck, week 2. Not good enough for week 1, I quit. You're doing great, though. Good job, eskay. Proud of you. Yeah, good shit. I think I had another screen. This shit!
Oh,
the preview for the next week. I mean, it's already on, and probably every single person has played the map, and even probably pretty much gotten to the end by now. But
it sounds like a lot of people have some strong opinions in this one, but this is what you would expect from an Arctic Panda map.
Ew, surfing. I don't know how to hold a directional key.
I don't think it's so much the surf as it's just, the big airtime and, optimization being mostly, okay, can I skip an extra block here?
Yeah.
No. It's not, it's skipping an extra block based on saving speed, not gaining speed. So the strafers are gonna absolutely fucking hate it.
I definitely find Arctic Panda's maps fun to play, but I definitely understand the attitude to it not being that much fun to necessarily compete on, to really be grinding for the fastest possible time that you can.
Well, I can understand that. I do also enjoy surfing, so, I understand that there are time to be gained if you know where to look for it.
Oh, yeah.
And, we have someone in this tournament who may or may not have strong connections with the surf community. Competing,
we have a few, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but some of them are a bit more surfy than others.
Well, we've got Telly and Draff, at least. Both fucking top tier surfers.
Wait, has Draff been competing?
Yeah, man. He was in week 1. He was like number 20, 21, 20, like that.
Okay, 21, 22 week 1. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not a bad time then, but
I mean, he's really not a beat hopper, but like they've shown up for this because, I mean, why wouldn't you?
We're gonna see them fucking turn up for this map, and if they don't,
yeah,
then
this map I expect
they've lost their chance.
Ellie showed up really late for week 2. I think I popped on to the server, and he was grinding, and he was like, "Yeah, I just got on," and I was like, "The server fucking closes in 3 hours, dude. Like, what are you doing?" But,
well, I mean, if he just got a casual run in, maybe he would have gotten it, a point or two.
Real banned. Did Telly get banned from KSF? Used to me, dude. I thought he was fucking admin on that server, honestly. Anyway.
But yeah, we're gonna see those people.
Yeah,
really
and there might
be
this
week.
I think Marble who's an NA player, might also be one to watch. He's at least he's got surf in his like Twitch name or something. I assume he's a fucking surfer. If he's not, I'm gonna be watching him for nothing. I'm watching you. Yeah.
I think people are going to see a bit more of a difference here.
Kris used to be a
the top
surfer.
times are going to be, right up against each other.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be.
There's going to be within the points. There's going to be a lot of difference still.
I think it'll be a similar situation to surf maps where you just see so many times so close. But I think it will just be, whoever can optimize their run the best wins, and I think that's a really important skill to be testing in a competition like this, so it's very important to have a map like this.
I agree. This is the map that we needed to have some sort of, at least.
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, we had to have Arctic Panda, which means that I can't get creative. Fuck.
Well, are you expecting us to have 8 completely different styles of maps? No, you can also make something with a bit more of a surf feel. Don't worry
Roger
too
will
much about it.
kick me.
Nah,
Watch him.
I'll speak up for you. It's fine.
Good stuff though. And so I think that pretty much covers it. This week's stream. I really don't think there's much else to be done.
Yes, there is
Oh, there is?
the concern with the potential week of rest, which we seem to be settling on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has there been an official announcement of it?
I don't believe so.
I was
So I
gonna
don't
wait
know how
for
much
that,
we want to
but
be talking about it yet.
yeah,
Maybe at the
But
end of this week. But
there's
talks
considerations
of-
going on.
Yeah.
Of yeah, maybe doing that rest week in after week 4, is it? I think we were looking at.
Yeah, it was between week 4 and 5.
So we'll probably end up setting up. And of course,
Well, we
once again,
technically
I can
already
shout out
have.
the donators.
All competitors got an ad on or a ping on Discord.
Excellent. And what were the results?
They were too close for comfort, if I remember correctly.
Too close for comfort. People don't want to break.
So what
I want to fucking break, and I'm not even playing.
I feel you. 28 to 22. So it's not unanimous at all. Also 8 penguins, whatever the fuck that means.
I think they want to break. They're going mad. But yep. Oh wow. I can't believe your name is in capitals. Look, I'm hearing a lot about people's names being miscapitalized in this page.
Can we just capitalize everything? Just complete caps on absolutely everything.
Yeah. Just full caps.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
And maybe misspell Spinach's name. Puns.
I don't disagree on that.
No, really. Thanks for all the donations. Honestly, I mean, it's really good to see that there's even like now that the tournament has started, people have got a lot more interest in it and had a $90 donation from Death Grips recently, bring us up to 2,000. It's good to see that there's still big donations coming in because the few 300s they were pretty much before I think all of them. Yeah, we did update the fantasy picks. I can quickly cover that again, but pretty much this thing.
Yeah.
Here's a quick overview of where the people stand in the fantasy. Yeah, just play the map, get a good run. If you don't get a good run, get a better run. Stop being a bitch, Spinach. And did we revert Roger's massive cheating?
I have no clue. I think Roger confirmed that his cheating was still in effect.
Right. What a
So,
fucking
you know,
massive cheater. Roger cheats, by the way, guys. Wanted you to know.
just leave it as this.
Colossal cheater.
We know we can discount him anyways. It's all good.
Yeah. And he's still losing. So yeah. Alright. I mean, do you think there's anything else to cover?
No, don't believe so.
Fantastic. Alright. Well, in that case, that would be the end of the stream, fellas. The competition is getting smaller. As you can see, there's about half of the completions last week as there were the first week, and maybe we'll see that halve again, but probably not. I think we'll see more completions this week, or... But who knows, maybe people hate surf way more than I realized.
They certainly do. There's been some
Alright.
loud voices every once in a
I
while.
like surf. Fuck all you guys.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, no, that last map really was. But definitely, I think in terms of just completing it, like, that was probably...
Yeah, there was definitely a lot
Pretty
of
hard map
technicalities and just getting through it in a reasonable pace.
Yeah, so many things to watch out for, and so many little things to trying to run. I wouldn't have done it myself, honestly. I'm glad that so many people did, and I'm glad that we got 15 pretty good runs out of it, and a few really incredible runs for the time given. Those guys really flexing their muscle, cutting, and alright. So, thank you all for watching, fellas. We'll see you all in another week for the results on BHWC Pim. I expect Pim to be number 1 here. Aimer number 2.
That's a bit of a bold statement, considering Amos' statements.
That he sucks.
That he was going to go hard on this week and get the
So he'll get
basically
number 2.
Aimer, even though he's not competing for points, is out to beat everyone else.
Pim's gonna beat him, don't worry about it. He's
Sorry
literally
to say,
got the
I don't
name
think he even can.
of the map.
Yeah, I don't think that gives him an edge here.
I mean, it makes him pretty edgy.
I mean, he is pretty edgy, but that's not the point.
Fuck yeah, dude. Alright. Good luck in the week, fellas. Hope you all have a great tournament, and I hope that people keep showing up, because it might start getting lonely towards week 7 and 8, you know, and we're down to 10, 20 players if it keeps decreasing, but fucking hype. Make sure to keep trying to stream the NA stream whenever I can. This week's been a bit difficult, but we'll be back on track next week. Roger's not going to win.
Roger's gonna keep changing the picks until he wins.
Yeah, just keep on changing it, buddy.